The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored on behalf of the Oasis at Death Valley Xanterra by Gorvitz Communications.
Good morning, Laura. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good because, I'm looking to plan a trip and something unusual, something kind of different. So tell me some of your favorite places to go in the USA.
Well, I'm going to tell you the place that you want to go this summer is the Oasis at Death Valley. This is truly an oasis and one of the most stunning destinations on the planet, and you can't think of a better place to have a bucket list vacation. This luxury escape was originally built in 1927 and recently underwent a major $250 million restoration. There are two properties at the Oasis. The first is the Inn at Death Valley. It features 66 elegantly updated rooms, 22 one-bedroom casitas, a renovated fine dining restaurant and cocktail lounge. Also, don't miss the Wellness Sanctuary at Death Valley and the Xanadu Gardens. My favorite feature is the stunning spring-fed pool that is naturally 87 degrees. And I also love the verandas with sweeping views of Death Valley and the Panamint Mountains. The inn will be open all summer, which will be a change for long-time repeat guests. The other property is the family-friendly, the Ranch at Death Valley. It features 196 guest rooms and 80 one-bedroom cottages, perfect for families and golfers. The Furnace Creek Golf Course at Death Valley is next to the ranch. At 214 feet below sea level, it's the world's lowest elevation golf course. Palm trees and majestic mountain views frame the 18-hole par 70 course. The ranch's cottages are right off the golf course, so convenient, and the new Wild Rose Tavern is nearby. It's the perfect spot for golfers looking to cool off. To discover more, visit oasisatdeathvalley.com.
Okay, Laura, you totally have changed my mind because even me here being in Phoenix, when we hear Death Valley, we just think of just the desert. We see the guy out there with no water and the horses just being, dragged and everything like that. That looks so beautiful and amazing. But let's talk about what there is to do in Death Valley now.
Yeah, well, I'm about to blow your mind. And I love going to Death Valley in the summer. It's hot, but there are fewer crowds, which means a more private and affordable experience. There are so many unique things to check out when you're here, like stargazing. The park has almost no light pollution, so the stars are incredibly bright. You also can't miss the Badwater Basin, the lowest point in North America. It's a beautiful salt flat covering over 200 square miles. This winter, the basin filled with water, creating Lake Manly. The water was so deep that visitors could kayak in the lake. For the film buffs out there, many iconic Star Wars scenes were shot in Death Valley. R2-D2 and C-3PO walked on the Mesquite Flat sand dunes. And the hiking in Death Valley is also out of this world.
Wow. Okay. You said summertime. We know here in the Arizona and, the surrounding areas that heat plays a big part in people getting sick or hurt or anything like that. So what are some of your tips on going out there to Death Valley in the summertime?
Yeah, well, Death Valley is one of the world's hottest places, so you must be prepared. Here are some of my top tips. You want to drink plenty of water, at least 1 gallon per day. You want to avoid hiking in the heat, especially in the low elevations. Head to the mountains, which are cooler in summer. Always drive on paved roads. If your car breaks down, stay with it until help arrives. The National Park Service lists other things to consider at nps.gov.
Wow, I'm telling you, with the new Mad Max movie coming out, and this right here, what you showed me, makes me want to go out to Death Valley and just check it out. This is really cool.
Yeah, it's really, and the Oasis at Death Valley is such a spectacular place to cool off and relax during peak heat times after exploring the park in the morning and early evening. And they've got places like an old-time ice cream parlor, the Last Kind Words Saloon, and the Oasis shop. It's really fabulous.
Oh my gosh, that looks so amazing. Okay, where can we find more information?
For more info, you can visit oasisatdeathvalley.com.
I love it. Hey, Laura, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored on behalf of the Oasis at Death Valley Xanterra by Gorvitz Communications.